Monday morning, folks. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Finmet Mondays podcast. Sunil, the big development on Friday was the US Supreme Court putting a ban on these tariffs, or putting a stay on these tariffs that are imposed by Trump. And there's a big market reaction to that we saw on Friday. We saw gold move up, we saw silver move up. What was the impact on gold that you foresee happening in the coming week?
The law under which Trump had applied these tariffs, these reciprocal tariffs, were really was not very clear that the law allowed him to apply them in such a widespread manner and without checking with Congress. And what the Supreme Court has done is confirm what the lower courts had said, is that his decision to apply them was illegal, and therefore those tariffs do not apply. So as of today, already those are not valid anymore. The courts have basically said that they will not apply, and so he has now gone back and applied a 10% across the board. And even that, if you look at deeply in terms of legally, can be questioned because the law under which he has applied it says that it's to address any deep deficit differential between the country exporting and the US. So you can't apply it to all countries because the US doesn't really have deficits with all countries. So anyway, I think it's going to take some time, but basically all the drama we've seen since April the 2nd in terms of tariffs up and down is now behind us. And in a way, it's good that the uncertainty of the past is gone, but the uncertainty of the future remains. And you have a president who you can see is very angry. And I think what the bullion markets is showing is a reaction to that, the fact that there's a lot of uncertain decision making in the future. We don't know what's going to happen. So again, that flight to safety for gold and silver has taken place. And that's why right after the Supreme Court decision, gold prices went up almost $200. Silver went up almost, I think, 10% or so. So it's quite a dramatic move up, driven by the fact that a lot of money rushed into the markets.
And you spoke about the flight of safety to both gold and silver. Silver seems to be responding much more in the positive sense. It was hovering around 70 levels. It broke below 70. It was hovering for a long time above 70 levels, and now it is up to 84 levels at the time of Friday's close. Anything that you observe with the reaction to silver that is telling about how the markets are generally positioning themselves against these developments?
Silver has for a long time has two identities. One is it's for industrial use, and so the demand is quite steady over years, and it's been increasing. And the second part of silver is it's highly speculative metal, and so it's very much open to people trying to corner the market or rushes of money moving the price up a lot because it's not as liquid as gold. And we saw that earlier. We saw it earlier, and then we saw the pullback because people suddenly started taking profits and it came back. What I think surprises me and what is emerging is that there is a group of investors who does believe that silver can also be a store of value. And this move up that we've seen from $68 now to $85 seems to be a flight to safety move, just like gold. And so people are now linking silver more closely with gold. And because gold prices have gone up so much, there's a group of investors, maybe smaller investors, who are saying, let me buy silver because I can afford it. So you still see very strong retail demand for silver kilobars, for example, because gold has become very expensive. So I think what I'm seeing is a very interesting trend where silver as an investment and a store of value rather than a speculative metal is being looked at differently. Right? So now this new approach is taking place. People in ETFs are investing into silver for long term. People are buying small bars. So I think we should look at this trend and watch it carefully. If this happens, I think it's quite bullish for silver because it will mean that there'll be a steady stream of investment demand for silver and people are willing to hold on for some time to the metal.
Thank you for that roundup, Sunil. This coming week will definitely be now interesting to see how this Trump Supreme Court situation is shaping up. Yeah, let's see how the markets play out. But till then, thank you so much and goodbye.